Why you upset? Why you depressed? Doesn't even look like your life is a mess. Like it unless you are not topless, cause they're out shopping for audition office. Awkward and nonsense, hopped in the context of rocking for sex. Watching your breath, launching the monstrous text. Auction and options, I ran for often with them. Fuck that, you're better than that. Get off that Snapchat, get off that hashtag offset. You heavenly have qualities, never relax. But your Instagram, Insta fans always relapse. Inclusions of drugs, so they always tweet back. Illusions of love, just to only peep that. Intrusive as fuck, so you don't really need that. Generation on a steady pacing, erasing the cell, facing the placement of hell. Nations encased in the wealth. Homo sapiens are almost aliens themselves, so most hating on the help of the Hades in our felt. I'm on a path and I can't turn back. With this rap, even I know that. Did the math, that'll put it on a map. And I'll put it on my last breath, that'll push the masses to another dimension. Smothered with attention, cover the intention, color in attention. No wonder you hover over these inventions. Need an intervention cause you bleeding with deception. Blaming on the social media for the loss of humanity. Taming the global heating up cause of robbing insanity. Cause of calamity, stop the rotten inhabiting. Thoughts of plotting casualties, nonchalant casually. So let's make a change right now. Let me in your brain and I'll show you how. Let me entertain what your problem's all about. Not about clout, it's about routes you can see while you're out your comfort zone. You're coming home from a 9 to 5. Summon those humping hoes, kinda type of guys. And you wonder why you're feeling dead inside. It's because you suffocate with all kind of lies. You need to dig deep cause your so-called peeps looking for retreats, looking for a retreat. Fall in line like the other sheep, Columbine for the weak. All in time you will find you will need to think. Generation on a steady pacing, erasing the cell, facing the placement of hell. Nations encased in the wealth. Homo sapiens are almost aliens themselves, so most hating on the help of the Hades in our felt. I don't wanna see my brethren citizens of America get a left behind by the dividends that our bearers are. President was levered in his own personal stamina. Now he's on the messages, meddling with the amateurs. Warning about an era where the internet is key. Stories about the terror of vendettas in a deep. Boring is a senator dedicated to free. Pouring in the errors inherited behind scenes. Open your third eye beam, nothing when it seems. Choking on what's serving on TV. Sucking on the tea of defeat. Not even discreet demons in me from society. The land of consumers, always buying things. I stand with the truest. Bandit with stances. The damage and nuisance. Handed the plans for what you are doing. Isn't it obvious? Get it the back of the hands, making the information into the back of the head, into the package dead, fucking it up, summing it up. Some of the people wanted evil, come to the sequel from what to say. Cut of the free soul till you fucking dead, so I'm pumping lead. Double the weight of it, jumping the atheist, numbing the hated kid. Something's alien, so I peel the scaliest, scaling to the top of the craziest, chopping them up like 80s flick, maybe. Generation on a steady pacing, erasing the cell, facing the placement of hell. Nations encased in the wealth. Homo sapiens are almost aliens themselves, so most hating on the help of the Hades in our felt. MagniTude on the track, bitch.